This is a quick update on the case study that I'm doing with niche website builders. We've partnered to publish about 200,000 words of content over the course of 4 months. To date, we've published about 86 articles. And the graph that I'm showing here is the amount of traffic that I've gotten in about the last 6 weeks. You can see in this area right here at the beginning, I published the first articles and they started getting traffic pretty much right away, kind of trickled a little bit. And then right here at the end of the month, the end of April, I published 39 articles. And then traffic has been growing. And you can see in the last day on May the 18th, uh, more traffic is showing up to those new posts. And if you're curious, if you want to know how I created a custom report just to look at the content for this specific set of articles, the 86 articles that I published, let me know. Leave a comment to let me know you want me to do a tutorial about how to do such a custom report. So as I mentioned, I published about 86 articles. I published 47 or so on April the 5th or so. And then I published the other 39 at the very end of the month. I think it was like April 29th. You can see here the total amount of traffic, the total sessions for the site overall, about 81,000. And you can see there were almost 3,200. So the new articles brought in almost 4%. It's 3.39% of the total traffic. So it's not a huge amount, but the fact is I just published this content. Now, if you're just catching up with this case study, I'm publishing blog post updates over on Niche Website Builders. I'm publishing videos, and I actually published the first update where I talk about publishing all 47 articles and then how long it took for them to be indexed. And I share that as well. And you could watch that video. And I also do podcast episodes. So I'm going to run through a couple other screenshots here so you can see what's going on. If you have questions, please leave a comment. If you want to see the custom report tutorial, let me know, and I'll do that in a few days or a couple weeks or whenever I get to it. So here's the traffic breakdown of the report that I just showed you, the custom report. So you can see the top page is getting, it got 315 sessions. And as you look down, it gets smaller and smaller, but a lot of the content is getting a handful of visitors. Now I looked at the same period for all of the website, and you can see the page views and the bounce rate and all these other details here. You can see the average time on page is about 4 minutes, and the website is getting, somewhere between, I would say, like 1,800 and maybe mid 3,000 page views per day. There is a little bot traffic. There is a little spam. I think this little spike here is probably spam or something like that. If we have a quick look at the March earnings over on Ezoic, this is an informational website primarily. So we can see the earnings here kind of going up and down. And it's earning somewhere, I can't remember, I think it's like $580 per month or so. And the kind of bummer is in February, the EPMV, the earnings per thousand visitor, was, I think, a little bit closer to maybe like $13. And as time has gone on, then in April, the earnings have dropped a little bit. So the earnings per thousand visitor, EPMV, has dropped a little bit. And we're about halfway through May, and it's still kind of getting a little bit lower. And you can see over here towards the tail end of the graph that it is, you could clearly see it's lower. The peaks are not quite as high, and it's just a little bit lower. The thing is, traffic is actually going up. So if you smooth this graph out a little bit, traffic is on the uptick just a little bit. Now, one thing I do want to show you really quick too is over here on the search console, and you can see, the number of impressions here. And you can see when I published the 47 articles and then the 39, it looks like the number of impressions has gone up just a little bit. So I'm going to leave this as sort of a quick update. I just wanted to give you a little info, especially this. It's really cool to see, you publish content and it starts getting traffic right away. And the thing is, as this ages, I hope, and I've seen evidence in the past, and I believe it will continue to improve in rankings and continue to get more traffic. And we're only halfway done, right? So I'm going to be publishing more and more. And, we've published 86 articles or so, and we should be publishing about 86 to, I would say, 95 more in the next 2 months. Be sure to subscribe to get further updates, and I'll put links in the description here so you can check out all the other content, all the other updates I've done for this. And if you have any questions, leave a comment and I'll be sure to get them in the next update.